You're muted.
I was just complaining to someone at work today about how bad Chromebooks are, and I was right because they suck. But
I couldn't tell you this at the time though. But like when I told Ashton, hey, you got a Chromebook, you know what Ashton said?
What?
Ooh, she says they are. She's like they are pieces of shit. She said,
and she's not wrong. So I'm hoping to get to save up with my next paycheck for a new computer. Why don't
you get one that I have? You know, like which is kind of expensive. You know, it's a MacBook Pro, but guess what?
What?
There's four USB outlets.
Oh, nice.
Four HDMI-C ports.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I do. I know MacBook is really good, especially for like business purposes. So I probably would get another MacBook at some point.
And it looks like a TV too. Do you know why?
Yeah. Why?
I have a 16.5 inch screen on it. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is a smaller screen, so it's like when I watch movies on the screen, it's not as cool. But when I watch a movie, it's on like a MacBook or something where it's much bigger, then it's definitely better there.
16.5 inches is big, right?
Oh yeah, for a computer, especially.
But you know, guys. Audience, I'm going to be ranting a little bit tonight too. Mike, okay.
Yeah, because we're going to be ranting about a award show that clearly does not matter at all.
I feel like it doesn't. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It does not matter at all in the slightest, not one bit.
Did you hear about the study they did?
What study did they do?
Could we just talk about it now, or since we're already on it?
I know.
The People's Choice Award.
Can I just say why I feel like that it is kind of
why?
Why?
Because the films that the critics like very often aren't the movies that the general population would like. But
see, that's the thing though. That's why these award shows are so fucking dumb. Is because they're like 1 year they said, oh well, I watched 50 Shades of Grey, so that was a big movie, so I saw that one in theaters. Yeah, I'll vote for it.
I consider
they took a study though of the people that voted.
Types of award
shows. The average number of movies they saw that year was, the average number they said.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
What?
One is
4.
Wow.
A year.
Bad then. Yeah.
And then so you see people.
I consider one to be more prestigious, like the Oscars, the Golden Globes.
No, I get that, but the thing is, though, is they should do something like that, but make it for cinephiles. Have us, like YouTubers who love film in the community, vote on it and stuff like that. Because the thing is if you just do a People's Choice Awards where it's just open to the public, it becomes almost like the Teen Choice Awards. You're getting people voting for Fast and Furious. You're getting people voting for the next Hunger Games. You're getting people voting for 50 Shades of Grey. You're getting people voting for all these
choice movies.
But that's part of the fun. I feel if when you watch those movies, if you don't watch those award shows for the what is the best picture, if you go from the fun, for the John Wicks.
Yeah, but like this one.
Yeah, but John Wick fucking lost. That's the thing we're saying.
That's the thing though. Okay, listen, people. Here were the nominees for Choice Action Star. Okay, you had Jason Momoa for Aquaman. I can understand that, right?
Yeah, but I knew he was going to win because the movie fucking sucked. But yeah,
Vin Diesel for the Fast X.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves for John Wick. And then
the biggest action star of 2024.
And then Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, and Rachel Zegler for the Songbirds and Snakes. She won fucking Choice Action Star.
Yeah, Rachel Zegler won for Hunger Games when she did like maybe one action scene in that whole goddamn movie. And again, this is what I'm saying. It's because of the fucking fan bases, and they're treating it like the fucking Teen Choice Awards. I hate the People's Choice Awards. It's like the Teen Choice Awards. It's stupid. They're like, well, Rachel Zegler was in. I know her. I'm a big fan of her. Oh, and all that stuff. You know,
I'm a big fan, but she shouldn't have fucking won. Just like this one. Okay, Leonardo. Okay, but like, let's see the nominee.
I think that if you can have both, if you can have those like fun award shows that are, you know, for people vote.
Bro, are you listening? Are you listening to anything we're saying right now? Because we're saying you can't, because the thing is the majority of people watch 4 movies a year. So half of the stuff they're even voting on, they haven't even seen, you know? And they're like, oh, well, I've seen that one. I haven't seen the other nominees, but I've seen that one. So they vote for it. And they're like, no, it should be everybody watches all the movies nominated. They should be able to vote on all the films, give it a fair assessment, and actually vote on the right one, rather than just saying, "Oh, I saw Hunger Games. I didn't see John Wick and Mission Impossible, so yeah, I'll vote for Hunger Games because of that." Or something like that.
I guess I just liked it because growing up, I liked
Alexa, stop.
I liked things like the Teen Choice Awards and the Kid Choice Awards. I watched that stuff. So
I did too growing up, but there was a time and a place for those, and that was back then.
Okay.
And now it's not that way anymore.
Oh, okay. Here's Drama Star. This is one I hated too. Okay, Fantasia Barrino, The Color Purple was nominated, right?
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Killers of the Flower Moon it was nominated. Jacob Elordi, Priscilla was nominated. Michael B. Jordan, Creed 3. Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. Florence Pugh, Oppenheimer. Julia Roberts, Leave the World Behind. And Jenna Ortega won the Drama Star of the Year for Scream 6.
See, and for something like that, Andrew, you gotta admit that is at least fucking stupid. Because
someone worse.
No, but here's why. Here's why though that's fucking stupid. And Andrew even can admit this, because that is not a drama. That is a horror film. And if you're going to consider it outside of the realm of horror film, then it's a comedy, a horror comedy. So it's not at all a drama film. So she won best dramatic performance.
This is confusing me too. Okay, they don't have a supporting performance. See what they have? The movie performance of the year. And guess who's nominated in that?
And I also found out something else for the
what?
People's Choice Award, because I actually voted. I'm going to admit I actually voted.
And you voted for all the happy films?
And for drama, I did vote for Oppenheimer.
Okay, that's a little better.
I voted.
Okay, but they do not have a supporting performance, but they have the movie performance of the year. And guess which ones were nominated for that?
What?
Viola Davis, Air.
Yeah.
Jacob Elordi, Saltburn. Simu Liu, Barbie. Melissa McCarthy, The Little Mermaid. Charles Melton, May, December. And Natalie Portman, May, December. And guess who won?
Who?
America Ferrera for Barbie.
Okay, that's not as bad.
Oh, it's worse.
The ones.
It's worse. Not when you have Charles Melton in there.
Yeah, when you have Charles Melton, who actually gave such nuance and subtleties in in his performance and was able to outact. That's saying something. If you can outact Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman, like that's saying something.
At least America Ferrera is nominated in things. It wasn't Melissa McCarthy or Simu Liu, like somebody who's like people that aren't even nominated for the big.
I'm just looking at the action star of the year, and then one of them would have been worse than Rachel Zegler. Do you know who? Viola Davis was nominated for the Hunger Games.
What the fuck?
She didn't do anything.
She didn't even have an action scene in the movie. What the fuck?
Okay, now let's get to the real awards. The real awards,
I consider 2 levels of awards. I consider them like 2 levels of awards.
I don't even consider these awards. I consider these just like a popularity contest. That's all it is. It's just Oh, I know that actor. I haven't seen any of these other performances. Cillian Murphy, I'm sorry, I didn't watch your performance in Oppenheimer, but I like Vin Diesel, so I'll vote for Vin Diesel. That's what this is. That is exactly what this is, and it's annoying, and I can't stand it.
Yeah, but Mike, there's an award, for the BAFTAs that's gonna make both of us almost.
In fact, I see. That's the thing is. I mean, if it's a bunch of YouTubers, us YouTubers, cinephiles voting on it, then I'll probably feel more okay with it. But on our award show that we're making, I almost didn't want to make it to where you guys get to vote for it because I was like, well, it's obviously just going to be Barbie, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Barbie, Oppenheimer. If just the normal people are voting for it. So, but if it's us like in the YouTube review space voting for it, then I'd be more okay with that because then those people are more cinephiles.
I sadly wouldn't be able to vote because not on a channel.
Well, you're voting for it though because you're a part of this channel. So like I'm saying, like if you're anybody who's
because Mike, did you see that one award though in the BAFTAs that like almost made me as happy as Andrew with Barbie?
What?
Best sound. You know what won best sound there?
What won best sound?
Zone of Interest.
Oh yes. Oh yep. We're definitely get to that. I remember.
Yeah. Andrew, you got
hearing about that, but
that movie and Anatomy of a Fall.
Well, so honestly, as I'm looking through them, like it's interesting because those are the categories you read off are the only movie categories that they voted in that was like. Okay, it's in the movie categories. I just saw TV. TV is ass. That is an ass pick. Why the fuck would you pick that piece of assery? I'm sorry.
I know,
but
one drama series, Andrew.
It's guess what won? Guess what won the
nominations?
Just the show of the year. So the show of the year, meaning comedy and drama. Then the nominees was Vanderpump Rules. Never even heard of that one.
I have, but I heard it's pretty good actually.
The Last of Us, which was really good. The Bear, which is not just the best show on television right now. And then Ted Lasso, which is excellent. Saturday Night Live. And Only Murders in the Building. Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. And guess what fucking won?
What?
Fucking Grey's Anatomy. Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm not reading any more of this shit. I'm fucking done. Grey's Anatomy, you fucking 20-season piece of overrated piece of ass cheeks.
Okay, I can't even watch Grey's Anatomy.
God, I hate that show. It's so fucking overrated, and I don't understand why people even like it. And it's just and people are like, "Oh, what's the Bear? I never heard the Bear."
I watched it. Okay.
Choice Awards are like, "What's Only Murders in the Building?" I've never heard of Only Murders in the Building. Though.
I'll show you this doctor literally reacted to the first episode of Grey's Anatomy. Right?
Here's
he was getting pissed.
Here's my question for you.
Yeah.
You know why?
If Only Murders won, if Only Murders won, would you be as upset if Only Murders?
No. I mean, yeah. Would I be? I was rooting for the Bear, obviously, because it's the best show on TV. Period. Point blank. Right now, as far as what's airing currently on TV, it's the best show on TV. But when it comes to like the best shows of the year, like or best shows around, or like on television right now, like Only Murders in the Building is one of them. You know, it's not my favorite, but it's one of them. So yeah, I'd be happy with that. But
if Saturday Night Live won, I would be confused only for one reason.
Why?
Because I love that show, but it has dropped in quality from where it used to be in like the 90s.
Oh my God. So Brian Nussbaum says, guess what won best reality TV show? The Kardashians.
But hey, the reality TV show category where it's like reality.
Let me tell you though something about this too. This is proving this is like perpetuating the stereotype that the general public really doesn't know shit.
Yeah, the People's Choice MTV Movie Awards and Kids' Choice Awards doesn't matter. I agree.
It'd be funny to rant about it.
I feel like I understand more of the Kid Choice Awards because it's giving kids the chance to vote. You know,
that's different, huh, Mike?
Yeah. I mean, it's giving kids that chance. Like, it's giving them. I mean, obviously, it has no important relevance to any other awards shows out there.
Of course,
but it's one of those other things that is actually, but it is fun and cute to see kids getting to vote on things. But you might as well never have a Teen's Choice Awards ever if you're going to do People's Choice Awards, because at this rate, they're practically the same shit. Pretty much, they're the exact same thing right now.
I say, pick one. Either get rid of the MTV or Teen Choice Awards, and add the People's Choice Awards.
Yeah,
because they are basically the same thing.
Yeah, like all of them blur together. The MTV Movie Awards, People's Choice Awards, like they all just.
If I remember one year, like Twilight won Choice Movie of the Year.
Yeah, and then this is ridiculous to me. Like, this is what I mean by it being so fucking stupid. And she says Jenna Ortega winning over Cillian Murphy for Choice Dramatic Actor. Yeah, a horror movie is dramatic. I was so sad when Ghostface killed someone.
Okay,
you didn't even kill anyone. There's no drama there because they all lived in the goddamn movie. So it's like it's just like
no. She deserved that. She deserved best dramatic actress because have you seen the drama going behind the scenes of the Scream franchise right now?
Technically, that award though would go to Scream 7 because Scream 7 is the one that's getting all the drama.
I was joking because of all the drama. So choice.
Yeah, no, but that one is let's face it. You know, you probably voted her over Cillian. No, just kidding.
No, I voted for Cillian. Like, I have Oppenheimer better than Barbie. Like, so at the end of the Oppenheimer is better than Scream 6. Like, no question. Like,
and then Brian says Andrew has voted 10 times for each category Barbie was in. Probably.
I don't know if you guys agree with me though. I know Mike does. Jenna Ortega will be winning real awards someday.
I think that she is very close to her first one being an Emmy because of Wednesday. I think she could potentially win an Emmy.
But I meant like for Oscars too,
Oh,
she'll
be
winning Oscars someday.
Oh yeah.
You think she will, Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, but
kind of like how Cillian Murphy, like if he loses, he's definitely going to win one day.
I also just want to point this out real quick. They should this is what I don't get. And what pisses me off more than People's Choice Awards, getting people like Jimmy Kimmel to host the Oscars. Because they should, if you're doing Hollywood's biggest night, right? It is Hollywood's biggest night. Then you get Hollywood people, film people to host the award show. Yeah. And so I've never liked the idea of getting these late night talk show hosts to do it.
Well, to be fair though, like Hollywood's considered TV too, so.
Here's
I see, but I'm more okay with it with the Emmys because the Emmys,
I just mean like people, like Cobra Kai is considered like a Hollywood show too. So
I get that, but I'm saying I guess because they mostly just award movies. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if
you want a movie person, I guess
a movie person.
Here's my real question though.
Nobody wants to do it though.
I could be looking in too much into this. Could Ricky Gervais's rant at the Golden Globes have had something to do with it? Like, we don't want somebody like that ever again.
No, because they can pick and choose. They know what people are safe. They can just get Billy Crystal again or Steve Martin again.
He should hold it. I know she should host it. He should host it one more time. You know why?
Why?
He's hosted it 9 times.
Wow. Yeah. So make him host it. Make him host it a 10th time. Yeah, get Billy Crystal. Or the reason I wanted to mention that entire thing right now is because I think what Brian Nussbaum brings up would have been an excellent Oscar host this year, especially after him playing Bowser. Is I stopped watching Kids' Choice Awards after Jack Black stopped hosting. I agree, I did too, and I think that Jack Black, he was a great host at the Kids' Choice Awards. I think that he would have been an awesome host, and he could have done like he can sing and he can be funny, so he can do like the best of both worlds to bring about a show for people. So I feel like that could have been really fun if it was hosted by Jack Black, but whatever. And
no, let's get to the BAFTAs.
And then and then real quick before we get to the BAFTAs, I also would love to see that. I would love to see the Muppets host the Oscars.
But which Muppets though I'd love to see host it?
What?
Statler and Waldorf.
Yes, yes. I don't want to hear about for Best Picture.
I will say this. Who I think would be really funny for them, like if the two don't host it, then they do a presentation, like presenting an Oscar. I think having Margot Robbie come out and Emma Stone, but they're both playing their characters of Bella Baxter and Margot and Barbie to present the award would be like perfect. So
and then like imagine if like Emma Stone takes the dig and says, like, my movie did my message better than your movie did.
And I know what Barbie's gonna say, because like she would make fun about how the fact that Barbie made like triple, if not quadruple, the amount of money than Poor Things did.
I know. Now I'm gonna look at the DGA awards.
I think one reason I don't have a problem with those other award shows is only one thing.
What?
People don't take them like seriously. So it's like hey, if they're not hurting anybody,
You okay, Mike? What happened?
Yeah, I just had to go handle something real quick, but I'm good. Sorry.
With the dogs?
Yeah.
It was just more so the dog flap was open downstairs, and it's going to be below freezing tonight, so I had to shut it just so the air doesn't.
Oh my God, Mike!
So yeah,
I'm looking up, the director nominees, and I'm happy with them.
The director nominees for
the DGA winners.
Oh, for yes. So we will be discussing. Do y'all want to do DGA first, or do y'all?
Yeah, because it was first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was first. So we'll I got the thing for the DGA background here. So here's our DGA award winners announcement. So let me pull it up here.
Not as many categories as like the Oscars, right?
No, God no. Oh God no. It's a very small, it's not even televised. It's a very small award show, but it's very important because pretty much.
But the weirdest thing though is that like the Ben Affleck situation with the DGA a few years ago. That was so weird.
That was one of the biggest snubs out there. It was insane. Where he got the DGA but missed the Oscar. That was
he went. Okay, Andrew. He won every single directing award ever that could be nominated for.
Like the Globe, Critics' Choice, DGA. Mm-hmm. All of it. He won every single one of those, but then missed a Best Director nomination at the Oscars somehow.
I wonder why.
That's why the joke is not like when he wins the DGA, he said, I'd like to thank the Academy.
Yeah. It's like because it is one of the biggest snubs ever. So
did Argo?
Yeah, it was for Argo. Yeah. And so the for outstanding directorial achievement in theatrical feature film. So as we went over when we talked about the nominees were Greta Gerwig, Yorgos Lanthimos, Christopher Nolan, Alexander Payne, Martin Scorsese, and of course the winner is it's over, it's done, it's a clean sweep. He has gotten in everywhere now. Christopher Nolan. This is the category this and maybe supporting actress now. I feel
and
like
actor.
Like lead actor.
No, supporting actor too.
Oh, and supporting actor. Oh yeah, and supporting actor. This supporting actor and supporting actress are the only categories that I would be able to say yes. If you wanted me to bet $20 on it, I would be able to be confident enough to bet.
But
20. Like,
didn't Emma Stone win some of the best actress awards?
Who?
Emma Stone.
No, but we're talking about best supporting actress and best supporting actor. So like just in the sense of like that's how confident, like that's just like it's over, it's done. Like the race is done. Like Divine is winning supporting, Robert Downey Jr. is winning supporting, and Christopher Nolan's winning director. Like it's done, it's over. Like that's how it's going to be now. So it's very, and so I'll be excited whenever they all win their Oscars. So that'll be exciting. The Michael Apt Award for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in First Time Theatrical Feature Film was the nominees were Cord Jefferson for American Fiction, Manuela Martelli for Chile 76, Nora Nirsari for Shada, A.V. Rockwell for 1001, and Celine Song for Past Lives, and Celine Song for Past Lives 1. That made me really happy. Very well deserved. Outstanding directorial achievement in dramatic series was The Last of Us for the episode Long Time. I'm trying to remember if that was if that was the episode I'm thinking of, that might be really good. But the
Yep, it was the Nick Offerman episode.
Oh, nice. But I still believe Connor's Wedding should have won that for Succession. Yeah. But you know, that's still but still that's one of the best episodes of TV out there was the Nick Offerman episode of The Last of Us. So for outstanding directorial achievement in a comedy series, it went to The Bear for the episode Fishes, which I believe is the finale.
No. Let's see.
Or is that the one? Or is that the Thanksgiving episode where they're all having dinner? That might be
the
that
Christmas episode.
Christmas episode, yeah.
The one where Jamie Lee Curtis first appears.
Yeah,
that episode's great.
What else was nominated?
For comedy, it was also Ted Lasso, Barry for the finale, another Ted Lasso for So Long Farewell, and then another Honeydew episode.
That was a great episode of So Long Farewell.
Rami Youssef directed an episode of The Bear. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
If Only Murders was nominated for an episode.
No, it wasn't. I mean, that's more of a writing kind of show than a directing show, personally, but I feel like that's more of a show that's like more reliant on its writing, I feel. So
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what though too? But yeah, you know, like The Bear though was great always, you know. Yeah.
Oh, but, yeah.
You know, so Long Farewell though was a great episode, wasn't it? Of Ted Lasso?
Oh yeah. No, that was still a great episode of Ted Lasso. And then for outstanding directorial achievement in movies for television and limited series, we've got the oh wow. Okay, wait, whoa. Did I read that right?
What?
Yeah, I did. Okay. Beef this is the only time in a limited series category that Beef was not nominated. Wow. That's been getting in everywhere. But the nominees were Sean Levy for All Light We Cannot See, Tara Millet for Lessons in Chemistry, Melissa Shelton for another Lessons in Chemistry episode, Sarah and Adina Smith for another Lessons in Chemistry episode,
and then great.
Nzinga Stewart for Daisy Jones and the Six, which is episode 10 of that. So, and it was the episode Her and Him from Lessons in Chemistry, that one. So
I want to see that show. I heard it's pretty good.
I do want to see it. Check it out at some point. I hear it's really good too.
Andrew, have you seen it yet?
I've seen an episode or two of it. And
Is it good?
I liked it. It was pretty good.
Anything with Brie Larson you'll watch, right?
Yeah.
And let's see if they have if I'm just looking through. Okay, I thought they had a documentary category, but they don't. All right. So yeah, that's the pretty much the picks for the DGA winners. So I'm pretty pleased with them. I'm happy Christopher Nolan's finally going to win an Oscar. He's been in the business for a while now, and I feel like
like I heard this old saying he's pulling a Spielberg and knew what that is.
What?
They want to give him an Oscar. They just have to find the right movie, and then he found the right movie.
Yeah, he did. Because Robert Downey Jr. said, this is like the culmination of his career. This movie feels like so.
And have you know what his next movie may be?
Yes, we know something fun and happy.
No. Other news, horror.
Horror. Oh, whoa. Okay, that makes me even more exciting. Yeah, that.
But apparently, Robert Downey Jr. is doing this thing, right? Guess what's happening with that?
What?
He's playing a man you're being accused of being a communist again.
Yeah, I heard about that. An HBO, in like a new HBO movie or show. I don't know.
I could see him making a I would love to see a spy movie done by Christopher Nolan, kind of like a James Bond, where picture Argyle, but better.
Oh no, Argyle would never be his speed. No.
Okay, plus he's already done a spy movie.
Like if he does any sort of a spy movie, it's gonna be Casino Royale style stuff.
He's already done a spy movie anyway,
or Skyfall level stuff. That's what he would do.
Even Skyfall would be a blast because Skyfall
it would, but I'm just saying, don't put Skyfall and Argyle in the same sentence together.
No. Plus, he's already done a spy movie though, and I'm being serious.
Which one?
Tenet's technically a spy movie.
That's true, technically.
A spy movie that doesn't need a PhD to understand what the hell is going on.
The second time I understood it.
Well, once I had subtitles, I could understand
it with better sound.
But I will say this though, him directing a horror movie gets me. It is something I'm even more excited about than even a spy movie, because I've always said I feel like a horror film from Christopher Nolan, especially a psychological horror film or something, would be done really, really well.
And that's why I the imagery in Batman Begins, right?
Yeah.
In Batman Begins, when the guys are all tripping out, how scary that was.
Oh yeah.
And then Insomnia was kind of a horror movie anyway, though.
And in a way, yeah. I mean, it was it was definitely it was definitely a thriller. It's not categorized as a horror film, but it's definitely a thriller. But I would say that it is very high stakes, intense.
Especially Robin Williams' fake teeth in it are scary. But yeah, Andrew, have you ever seen Insomnia? You should see it.
Not yet.
It has my favorite. It has my favorite. It has my favorite villain reveal in a movie I've ever seen. It's just so subtle and it's just so well done. It's my favorite villain reveal I've ever seen in a movie. But yeah, it's very underrated. So that is our DGA winners, and I'm very, very happy there. We can move on to since they were next after the DGAs, we can do the Annies actually, because the Annie Awards released they released their picks for their nominations.
Anime.
And what were we going to say?
Annies are?
Yes. What are the Annies?
Basically like the Oscars for animated films.
Yes.
Yeah. They're pretty much the most important precursor for the Oscars of animated films,
Yes.
And so here are all of the winners and nominees. So for Best Feature, the nominees were Nimona, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Suzumi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and The Boy and the Heron. And it went to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There we go.
It's not over yet, though.
No, it's not over yet because BAFTA swung us for a loop. So it should be that category is still a toss-up between the two of them. So we shall see which one comes out on top. For Best Feature Independent, we have Ernest and Celeste, A Trip to Gibraltar. Never even heard of that one. Four Souls of Coyote. Haven't heard of that one either. Robot Dreams, The Inventor, White Plastic Sky. And, of course, Robot Dreams won. So I'll be checking that one out very soon here, but before the Oscars. But, yeah, Robot Dreams ended up winning. And then for Best Special Production, we have Invincible, Adam Eve. Ooh, that's cool. I love that special. And then Sharp Island, The Winter Blues. Snoopy Presents One of a Kind, Marcy. This Smeds and the Smooze, and then the Velveteen Rabbit. And the winner was the Snoopy Presents. So nice. And then for Best Short Subject, we've got Carne de Dios. We've got Daffy and Wacky Land. I love the name of that. I don't know why. And then Humo. We've got Pina. And then we've got our Oscar nominee that is the winner here, which is War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko, just in time for the Beatles movie announcement coming out. So
wait, no.
Wait, this is Beatles
movies, I should say, yeah, plural.
Wait, what's going on with the Beatles movies?
You didn't hear? They've announced they're making 4 Beatles movies. Each one is about, each member. And then hopefully they'll do the crossover event at the end, in the 5th one, hopefully.
Yeah. That'd be,
there should be, right?
Yeah, I would love that. So
yes. I'm really curious, but I know this is gonna be a random Beatle member, but I am really curious about Ringo because nobody really talks about Ringo that much. So the Ringo movie, I think, will be quite fascinating.
But I want to cast some unknowns.
That'd be. Yeah, I hope they do cast some like more unknown style actors. I feel like that would make it.
But there's one though. I want Barry Keoghan as Ringo.
Barry Keoghan as Ringo. Oh yeah, that'd be good. That's a good choice.
But yeah.
For Best TV/media mature, this is like a TV show of like a mature TV show. We have Big Mouth, Blue Eye Samurai, Bob's Burgers, Capsules, and then Scavenger Rain. And Blue Eye Samurai won for Best TV Media Limited Series. Kizato Moto Generation Fire, Only You, an animated shorts collection, and Pokemon Path to the Peak. And so Kizato Moto won. Okay, I gotta say this. It's a small category. I'll read this off. I've skipped over a few categories that were just kind of weird, but the one category I will read for you guys, this is awesome to me. They actually have a category called Best Student Film. Like they're actually
awesome thing, yeah.
They're honoring some people who are in film school learning about film. So that's awesome. I'll read these ones. From the top, Collage, La Quête de la Humaine, and then Quelm Salva, and the winner was The Little Poet. So that one is really exciting. I hope that one can actually come out and people can see it. So the best VFX,
like best visual effects. Are you getting to that one?
The TV media one.
Yeah.
That one.
I want to see that show. I want to see that show so bad now.
Yeah, Blue Eye Samurai won that one, but What If was nominated and Star Wars Vision, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, sure. Hey, What If was really good this year.
I do need to check that out at some point. For best visual effects feature, we have Chicken Run, Dawn of the Nugget, or Dawn of the Noogie. So then we've got Elemental, and then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Suzumi, and The Peasants. I want to see The Peasants. That's I guess a 2024 movie for me now though, because it's like it's not out anywhere. But I really want to see that, and I hope I can see that soon. But Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse did win that category. So for best character animation for TV and media, it went to Blue Eye Samurai. That's exciting. For best character animation for feature, we had Elemental, Nimona, Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken, Suzumi, and then The Boy and the Heron. And Boy and the Heron won. So I'm surprised there was no Spider-Verse. That's interesting. Best character animation live action. Ooh, that's interesting. So we have Ahsoka, Cocaine Bear, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Little Mermaid, and Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And it went to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So
that should win too.
For best character animation video game, we've got Mundfish for Atomic Heart, Avalanche. Oh wait, no, that's the. I'm so dumb. That's the name of the studio. My bad. The game Atomic Heart. We've got Hogwarts Legacy. Let's Revolution. Never heard of that one. Marvel Spider-Man 2, and then Tesla 2, and Marvel Spider-Man 2 1. So
and it should.
And I definitely need to check that out at some point.
I've shown you the graphics and you went, bro, remember that clip I showed you?
Oh yeah. It was so
Andrew,
good.
have you seen the clips yet?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, I'll show you one, Andrew.
For best character design for a feature, we have Elemental, Merry Little Batman, which is actually very cute. But I don't think it should fit character design because God, some of them look creepy. Alfred looked so weird, and so did Joker. It was weird. And then Nimona, Robot Dreams, and then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse won that one. So that's fine. And then for Best Direction TV Media went to Star Wars Visions. And then Best Direction for features, we have Nimona, Robot Dreams, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and The Boy and the Heron, and it went to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay, but real quick, Mike, I want to show him, the character design. Okay,
Look,
Andrew, this is from a game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from a video game.
That's really good. To me, it's great graphics. To me, The Last of Us Part 2 still has the best graphics of all time. And you know that it has amazing graphics when literally the remastered version can't even change the graphics. Like that's how good the graphics were for The Last of Us Part 2. But we've got for best music TV media went to Star Wars Visions. For best music for feature, we have Elemental, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Suzumi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and The Boy and the Heron. And then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse won that. For pretty much for best production design for TV, went to Blue Eye Samurai. For best production design for a feature, we have Elemental, Nimona, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, The Boy and the Heron. The winner, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And then we have best storyboarding for TV went to Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Sounds interesting. For best storyboarding for a feature, we have Chicken Run, Dawn and the Nugget, Nimona, Robot Dreams, Suzumi, and the winner was The Boy and the Heron. So for best voice acting, this is for TV. We have Archer, Craig the Creek, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Solar Opposites, and then the Velveteen Rabbit. And it went to Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. So that's fun. And then for best voice acting for a feature, we've got Merry Little Batman, Migration, Nimona, Suzumi, and the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Really? Don't give anyone from Spider-Verse best voice acting? That's strange. Wow. So, but Nimona won that category, and The Boy and the Heron didn't get best voice acting. Okay, that's weird. For best writing TV and media, went to Blue Eye Samurai, which is fun. I'm gonna have to check that show out now. But for best writing for a feature, The nominees was Nimona, Robot Dreams, Suzumi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and The Boy and the Heron. Wow, no Spider-Verse there, but Nimona won Best Writing. And then for Best Editing, went to Blue Eye Samurai for TV. Best Editing for Feature went to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but they did also nominate Leo there. That's interesting to see.
Which I've heard wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was actually pretty cute. So yeah, that is pretty much the Annie Award winners, guys. A very big award show when it comes to, it's not televised, but it's a very big award show when it comes to just the overall importance of the animated categories at the Oscars. So yeah, it's definitely this is definitely a great award show, and it's one we always have to pay attention to for animated, but they have thrown us under the rug with it now, because now we're going to do the BAFTA nominations, and the BAFTA nominations have made that category, Best Animated Feature, even more confusing. So this should be fun for the BAFTA awards. For first off, I did want to say, so Spider-Verse at the Annies, they won 7 awards there. So they led Annies here at the BAFTA Awards. Oppenheimer and Poor Things were the two.
Which we knew
that won the most, which we expected. So that was exciting to see. The winners. So we'll start off. We'll do best film last this time for the BAFTAs, but for real quick, I'll just run through them all. British short film went to Jellyfish and Lobster. I like Jellyfish and I like Lobster. Well, I like Lobster. Don't really like Jellyfish. They sting you. They kind of suck.
I don't think you can even eat jellyfish, can you?
Can you even eat jellyfish? Is that a thing? I don't even know if people can even eat it. But British short animation went to Crab Day. I also like crab. Crab and lobster. Those are both really good. Now I want crab and lobster. Okay. So the actual awards that I don't know of are, we have our special visual effects category, and just to run it by you guys again for any of y'all who might have seen our BAFTA when we talked about the nominations. Here are the nominations again. We have The Creator, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mission Impossible, Napoleon, and the winner was Poor Things, which is nice to see.
Which is weird. Yeah, really? I like the effects in Poor Things. I didn't, but I don't think this changes the Oscars at all.
I don't think. Yeah. Well, Poor Things wasn't even nominated at the Oscars.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. So for best visual effects. So yeah, it definitely doesn't change things there.
Andrew, do you want The Creator to win best visual effects, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, either that or Oppenheimer.
For me, it's Oppenheimer can't.
Oppenheimer can't.
It wasn't nominated. Oppenheimer wasn't nominated. So, so the one I want to win is either The Creator or Godzilla. Those two, either one.
Me too. The Creator. Yeah.
Hey, if they said Godzilla, I'll stand up and cheer. If they said The Creator, I'll stand up and cheer. Either one of them, I'd be happy. They both have the best visual.
Too hard on The Creator, though.
They what?
People seem to be too hard on The Creator, though.
Yeah, I do. I just feel like Godzilla right now is in such a big zeitgeist moment. I'm predicting it to win visual effects at the Oscars right now, just because I feel like apparently there's this Academy lunch that they have, or like a brunch of some kind, where like voters get together and they have a brunches, and like
I saw the pictures of it.
And apparently there was some talks from there, and a lot of the talk was people saying they voted for Godzilla and visual effects. That was a lot of the talk, and so I think that that could very well be the case. And a lot of the talk at the Oscars, this is a good segue into this next category, was in sound. A lot of the talk at that Oscars luncheon, a lot of the talk at the Oscars luncheon was zone of interest for sound. A lot of them talked about that. And so the nominees were Ferrari, Maestro, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, but The Zone of Interest won, deservedly so. I might predict it for the Oscar now because it's just come out. People are like raving about the sound design in that movie and how it like is a character in and of itself, and it really is.
And you can buy it now too, just to let you know.
Oh, really? That's cool. How much? Just
20.
20? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I would buy it for $20. If you do buy it on YouTube, you can maybe let Andrew borrow your YouTube to.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Again, but or because I would want to buy on physical media, but I don't know if Walmart or any of those places are going to actually do a physical media release. So if they don't, I'll probably just end up buying it digitally, anyways. But I do love it. Although that's a hard one to like want to buy because it'll be hard to rewatch again. Like I'm going to rewatch it again because I want my mom to see it, but it's going to be a hard one to sit through again. Like it's going to be hard to stomach. Like some of the, I'm like, and I'm saying it's going to be hard to stomach even though you don't see the violence, but like it makes it worse, guys. It really makes it worse. Oh my God, that was hard to watch. But phenomenal film, and I'm glad it won sound. And it did really well here at the BAFTA.
It was one of my favorite wins out, of this awards show because like it's the work, it's got the sound design is a character in it.
It is. It is a character in and of itself. So
well, Madam Web wouldn't sound I heard next year. Because I heard about the milk.
Oh my God.
Is that real?
Yeah. And not only that, but like
it's not a spoiler though, guys. Andrew, remember the scene where she pours the milk and Barbie nothing comes out?
Yes.
Yeah.
This time you actually hear the milk pouring, but there's nothing that comes out.
Yeah. And then in Madam Web, like I still can't get over the fact, and it's not really a spoiler to tell you guys this, but also none of y'all should even care to see the movie. But I still can't get over the fact Isabella Merced resuscitated a car. I still can't. That is comedy gold for me. That's comedy gold. All right.
Zaire couldn't even keep a straight face, could he?
If we could, dude, we both died at that scene. We were rolling in our chairs laughing. We were like, we could not believe that she just defibrillated a car.
Are you going to see it, Andrew?
We were just...
when it comes out onto like Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
I might honestly be going to see it again this weekend with some friends just because like I told them, I was like, guys, hear me out. Y'all have to see this. They're like, why? It's Madam Web. I'm like, no, but this is a legendary level of awfulness. It's a bad film. It's like, it's awful. But this is a legendary scale. Like
top 100 worst of all time, you think?
On a scale to where like I didn't know movies could get this bad anymore. Like it's that legendary. That's why you have to
recommended it for me
to see it. And see like the reason I think it's probably better than Morbius now that I think about it is Morbius was just a bad movie in general and forgetful and everything. It didn't have a legendary status. It was just a bad movie overall. Like a really, really terrible, awful movie. This is like iconically bad. And that is why I think that this is better than Morbius, is because it's iconically bad. There's that going for it. So, oh man, it's fun, but yeah. For production design, we've got the nominees: Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. And your winner was Poor Things. Which
Andrew,
is
are you mad about that?
Very well. And then for original score, we've got the nominees are Killers of Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Saltburn, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I lied earlier to you guys when I said those three categories was the most confident category. There's actually four. I'm also now, it's over. It's done. Ludwig Göransson is winning his second Oscar for score. It's done. It's going to Oppenheimer. So And then for makeup and hair, we've got Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. And your winner was actually Poor Things, which was
that surprised me though. Not about that, but you what about
that Maestro didn't win.
Oppenheimer did better than I thought it would at the Oscars. Honestly,
Are you talking about because of makeup or
just like I got like 3 to 4 nominations.
3 to 4 not? Well, they got more than 3 to 4 nominations at the Oscars.
Okay, but yeah, I just mean in general. I thought Oppenheimer wasn't really well liked though.
Oppenheimer?
No, sorry, I meant no, Napoleon. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kept on hearing you say Oppenheimer.
I meant though. I'm surprised that Napoleon, got 3 to.
Yeah, and they're all tech categories. I will say that,
but still,
yeah.
Usually, if a film is that disliked, it doesn't get in for anything.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's like that disliked. I think it has like a 62% on Rotten Tomatoes or something.
But I remember the people that did not like it call it terrible and everything.
Sorry, guys, but I do have to get going.
Okay,
that's fine.
I will see you guys for the next Awards Roundtable, though.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. So I'm glad Poor Things won makeup and hair just because it absolutely deserves it, and it had better makeup in my opinion than Napoleon did. So there we go.
Was there even makeup in Napoleon?
Or I meant to say Maestro.
Okay.
I messed up too. Had better makeup than Maestro, and there was makeup in Napoleon. They had it's subtle makeup, but it's pretty well done. For costume design, which by the way, I'm actually really excited for the director's cut in Napoleon come out, because when I watched Napoleon, there's so much stuff that's rushed together. I was like, this would have a great director's cut. So I'm really excited for a director's cut. I hope we get that one soon, or on Apple TV Plus soon. But for costume design, the nominees are Barbie, There's a Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. And the winner was Poor Things. And then
Mike, it's down to a 58.
58.
Napoleon's at a 58% now.
58%. Oh wow! I mean, so
why I'm surprised?
So it is mixed still, but
yeah.
But why are you surprised?
Just usually films that aren't like that have that much.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I will say that there are some rare exception cases like Bohemian Rhapsody or Vice, stuff like that, but. But that was also.
And I heard that Tahar Rahim was really good in it.
In which one?
In Napoleon.
I don't even remember Tahar Rahim.
He's third listed in the cast on Wikipedia. It says Paul Barras, a politician who was the executive head of the directory during the French Revolution.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he's better than he was in Madame Web, that's for sure. So
he's in Madame Web.
Yeah. For best editing, the nominees are Anatomy of the Fall, There's a Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, in the Zone of Interest, and your winner was Oppenheimer. Looks like it pretty much is going to win the Oscar there as well. So
Scott Manso has a weird theory though.
What?
He thinks the Zone of Interest is peaking at the right time.
I think that the BAFTAs definitely are helping the Zone of Interest for sure, especially
a couple parasite. He said, "You never
know." Especially in techs, I feel. And here's the thing: the Zone of Interest, when it comes to just importance, that movie, if it won, that would be one of the most important movies to win an Oscar in quite some time because of its messaging.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
And so it'd be very important. So I would really root for it to win, but we'll see. It's my favorite of all the Best Picture nominees. So we shall see how it does overall. And then For best cinematography, we've got The Zone of Interest, Poor Things, Oppenheimer, Maestro, and Killers of the Flower Moon. And Oppenheimer won it, of course. Hoyt von Hoytema. For casting, we've got Killers of the Flower Moon, How to Have Sex, The Holdovers, Anatomy of Fall, All of Us Strangers. Holdovers won. Glad to see Holdovers getting some love here at BAFTA. Surprised How to Have Sex won nothing, and All of Us Strangers won nothing because they're both British films, and they loved those films here at BAFTA. But yeah, happy for the Holdovers. And then for outstanding debut by a British writer, director, or producer.
Oh yeah, to what I was saying. Do you know where The Zone of Interest is in my Best Picture top 10?
Where?
It's either 2, 3, or 4. I don't know.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Zone of Interest.
Anatomy of a Fall, Poor Things, and then Zone of Interest are battling for my 2, 3, and 4.
What's your number one?
Holdovers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Holdovers is your number one. For me, it's like right now, my number one and my number two are battling between Poor Things and Zone of Interest, but I think I'm leaning more Zone of Interest, but I have to kind of think on it.
Yeah, but you know what? I think our number 10 and our number 9 will be the same too.
Our number 10, number 9, yeah, probably.
Maestro is my number 10.
Yeah, that's my number 10.
Barbie's my number 9.
Actually, no. My number 10 is actually Barbie, and then Maestro might be number 9. I don't know. I might have to go back and look. They're both flip-flop for me because both of them I was really not a fan of.
Maestro I was just bored by.
Yeah, that's true. I was bored. I will say that I wasn't bored by Barbie at least. So, but I was bored by Maestro. So,
and Jordan doesn't want to watch it, and I said, "It is not a Jordan movie, is it?"
No, not at all.
He'll
hate that movie so much. For outstanding debut by a British writer, director, producer, we've got the nominees are Blue Bag Life, Bobby Wine, People's President, Earth Mama, How to Have Sex, Is There Anybody Out There, and Earth Mama won. So happy for that movie. And then we've got for Best Outstanding British Film. The nominees are All of Us Strangers, How to Have Sex, Napoleon, The Old Oak, Poor Things, Rye Lane, Saltburn, Scrapper, Wonka, and The Zone of Interest. And here's the thing. In a category like that's like this, where it's like this is equivalently alongside Best Picture, it's sort of like a Best Picture award at the for the BAFTAs. It's a big category, and The Zone of Interest won here. So just saying, that's like it beat out Poor Things for Best British Film. Like that's
key.
That's something right there. And so that's something to look out for. And then for documentary, we've got 20 Days in Mariupol, American Sympathy, Beyond Utopia, still a Michael J. Fox story movie, and Wham! And I think the winner here is going to be the winner at the Oscars, and that is 20 Days in Mariupol. And I hope it does because it's very good and very important. For animated film, this is where it's thrown us for a loop here, guys. I'm still leaning Spider-Verse, but it can go now either way. The nominees were Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse, Elemental, Chicken Run, Donald the Nugget, and The Boy and the Heron.
I'm happy that Disney isn't in the running anymore for this.
I mean, technically Disney Pixar, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
Disney proper as far as Wish, yeah.
No, I just mean that, like how Disney Pixar, how like they still own the ABC. So if it wins, you will know something's up.
Yeah.
If Elemental wins, I wouldn't be mad, but I know that something was up.
Oh yeah, because it would have not, because the fact it won nowhere and then would have gone on.
Yeah.
When
yeah. Do you know how you said how The Old Oak sounds like a British movie?
Yeah.
I found one that is even more British movie than that from 1990.
Oh, really? Which one?
It's called The Field.
The Field.
It says Bull, McCabe, played by Richard Harris, has spent 3 decades tending a rented field on the bluffs of the sea in Ireland. When the wealthy widow who owns the plot decides to sell it, she opens up an auction to spite McCabe. A rich American with vision of factory site outbids him, and McCabe then schemes with his emotionally crippled son to hold on to the land. His only consolation in a life of fear, loss, toil, and marriage gone sour. Does that sound like the most British movie you've ever heard?
Yeah, that sounds very British. So I'll have to check that out. I never heard of it.
It sounds good though, huh?
It does sound good.
Guess who plays the son though?
Who?
I'll show you. You only recognize him. It's a baby version of the actor though that you like.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Look.
Okay. Yeah.
You know who the son is, right?
That is looks familiar. It's
Ned.
Is it Ned Stark, Sean Bean? I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, isn't the baby Sean Bean though?
No, that is. Yeah.
But yeah, but
But yeah, the boy and the heron. The Boy and the Heron went on to win Best Animated Film. So now we're throwing for a loop, guys. What do y'all think? Sound off in the comments below. Do y'all think The Boy and the Heron will win the Oscar, or do y'all think Across the Spider-Verse will win the Oscar?
I think Across the Spider-Verse still.
I still am leaning Across the Spider-Verse because it won like the big Annie Award and Critics' Choice Awards. So I'm still going to lean towards that. But the Golden Globes win and the BAFTA win for Boy and the Heron are both something to look out for. So that if there is going to be an upset, it is going to be that one for sure. So it should be interesting. For film not in the English language, the nominees here are 20 Days of Mariupol, Anatomy of a Fall, Past Lives, Society of the Snow, and the winner was Zone of Interest. Okay, this is key, and I'll tell you why. Anatomy of a Fall at the BAFTAs was nominated for Best Feature. This Best Film. It was nominated for Best Film. And Zone of Interest was only nominated for Outstanding British Film, but was not nominated for Best Feature. Yet, Zone of Interest beat Anatomy of a Fall when they're competing against each other for Best International Feature Film. That is huge because it just beat a Best Picture nominee.
Yeah, that's key. But Jeff thinks that it's gonna lose best foreign film at the Oscars.
No, it's a Best Picture nominee. How would it lose? That's ridiculous. See, I feel like he puts his own biases into things. Like he hated Zone of Interest, and I'm like, just because he hated Zone of Interest, he's like starting to think like, oh well, because I hated it, it's not going to win Best Picture. It's like, bro, no, it's winning. It's not Best Picture. It's not winning Best International Feature. And it's like, no, it's winning Best International Feature.
Do you know which one though he says is going to win it?
Which one?
Society of the Snow.
No. Is that the runner up? Yes, but no, that's not gonna do it. I only say it's a runner up because it's like Netflix's most watched movie, but Zone of Interest is it was really good. I thought it was better than Alive, which was the other version of the story with Ethan Hawke. So it was pretty good. For Best Adapted Screenplay, this is huge, and I'll tell you why. This is a very big deal. So for Best Adapted Screenplay, we have All of Us Strangers, American Fiction, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Now, here's the thing. BAFTA, they didn't like American Fiction. They didn't have it on its Oscar short list for picture. Or its BAFTA short list, long list for picture. They didn't have it nominated in Best Leading Actor for Jeffrey Wright. They were not fans of American Fiction. Yet, the only category, and I mean the only category that it was nominated in for Best Adapted Screenplay, American Fiction won. That is big.
Almost. I think it's almost.
It's almost, but but because Barbie's now an adapted, I still think it could lean that way at the Oscars. We'll have to see. But original screenplay, though, something beat Barbie. So showing you Barbie is not that strong here, guys. I'm just telling you, it might not.
It's okay. It's okay.
But I will say this though, that now original screenplay, we might have our winner. We might have our winner for original screenplay, and I would be happy. So happy. So the original screenplay category nominees are Past Lives, Maestro, The Holdovers, Barbie, and your winner was Anatomy of a Fall. I would be so happy about that because it is such a good well written movie, like very reliant on its script to really invest you in its characters and everything. Yeah, really good. The Rising Star Award. Oh yes, she did win something. Okay, I voted for her. Rising Star Award was the only category that was voted on by the public. And for Rising Star, they had Phoebe Dynevor, who was in Fair Play. So, and then they had A.O. Debris, they had Jacob Elordi, Sophia Wilde from Talk to Me, and your winner was Mia McKenna Bruce for How to Have Sex. So I'm glad she was able to at least pull that off as a win for the film. So that's fun.
Oh yeah, and people, if you're wondering if the Sophia Wilde is going to be in Talk to Me Part 2.
Yeah.
We don't know. She doesn't even know.
Really? Okay. I mean, I would assume or hope at least, because the way it ended, I was like, oh, that's a great premise for the sequel, you know, after it ended that way. I was like, that's a great premise to have her now be the one stuck inside, like she can't get out of this area. Like that would be so cool and unique in this genre to see. And so I really do hope that they bring her back and do something there. We'll have to see though, because I'm sure the script hasn't even been written yet, so she probably doesn't even know. But for best leading actor, the nominees were T.O.U. for Past Lives, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, Barry Keoghan for Saltburn, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, and Bradley Cooper for Maestro. And again, it's a toss-up. Now SAG is going to choose it, so it'll be whoever wins SAG will win the Oscar. So,
are you feeling Paul Giamatti still, or
I'm still leaning Paul Giamatti, but it's like a Paul Giamatti here, Cillian Murphy is right there, so it could be either way. I could see it going either way, and regardless, I'd be happy because they're both very well deserved in my opinion. So, but I'm happy for Cillian, and if he wins the Oscar, I would be very happy with that. So,
yeah,
for leading actress, nominees are Emma Stone in Poor Things, Margot Robbie for Barbie, Vivian Opera for Rye Lane, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of Fall, Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple, and your winner was Emma Stone for Poor Things. There we go.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, that is
okay. We already knew that SAG would determine Best Actress. We already knew that.
Yeah,
Lily Gladstone wasn't nominated here.
Yeah, true. So we already knew that was like it's going to be up to SAG now to pick that. But when we saw these nominees initially, we were like, all right, if Paul Giamatti would have won BAFTA, it would have been over. But we would have waited until now. We have to wait until SAG now for that to be the deciding one for us.
Which is Saturday, right?
Which it is. Is it Saturday or Sunday? It's one of the 2 days. I have to look at when it is. But we would definitely, regardless, whichever day it is, I hope it's Sunday because I have the day off on Sunday. We will definitely be doing a live stream or watch party of it for you guys. So that'll be fun to be on the lookout for because it'll be on Netflix this year, so I can watch it. That'll be fun. For supporting actor, we have Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Jacob.
It's on a Saturday.
Why would they have a fucking award show on a Saturday?
I don't know.
What the fuck? That's so weird. That is very weird. All right. Usually award shows fall on unless you're like Emmys and you want to be extra weird and fall on Mondays. Like I don't understand that either.
The Oscars have actually been on a Monday too before one time.
Really? What year?
It's because like Ronald, remember reading about Ronald Reagan was shot.
Oh yeah,
that was on a Sunday. So,
okay, so that makes sense. Well, and
I'm happy though. I'm happy.
So we may have to do something the following day, unfortunately, because I do work on that Saturday. But wait, no, wait. Oh, I can still do it because if it starts later in the evening, I get off work on Saturdays at like 5 p.m. So we're still good.
Yeah, because it's on. I think it's 5 p.m. I'll look.
Well, I get off at 5 p.m. So we would probably have to start it at like 6 or 7. But let's see.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm looking.
But for
hosting it though, I'm happy with the host though.
Who?
Issa Rae.
Oh,
and Kumail Nanjiani.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, are you happy with that or no?
I'm very happy because Kumail Nanjiani did the Independent Spirit Awards at one point, and that was very cool to see him do that. So, for leading actress, we have Fantasia Barrino for The Color Purple, Sandra Lynn, Naomi Fall, Carey Mulligan. Oh wait, we already did all this. My bad. I lost track of where we were. Supporting actor, we did. We have Robert Downey Jr. for Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Jacob Elordi for Saltburn, Ryan Gosling, Barbie, Paul Mescal, all of us.
Good. You have time.
I do. When does it start?
It's 5 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, okay. So like 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll have time. That'll be good. And then Paul Mescal for All of Us Strangers, Dominic Sessa for The Holdovers. So, yeah. And it went to Robert Downey Jr. It's done now. And Divine won. Awesome. I'm not even going to do Divine won supporting actress. There you go. And then, of course, Christopher Nolan won director. And then for best film, we have Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. And it went to Oppenheimer. So there we go. Looks like that's going to be your Best Picture winner, but we still have PGA, and I think that I don't think the PGA has come out yet. So
and PGA is very rarely accurate too.
You mean very rarely inaccurate? Like
no. Let me look.
I thought it's always like mostly always accurate. I thought.
Let's see. Okay.
Because they did Green Book, and then it won Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then it won. They did like, I think in the last 10 years or so, like only 2 movies have lost Best Picture that went on to win the PGA or something like that. So, so yeah, PGA is one of the most important ones.
I know it is, but yeah.
But yeah, so we shall see which one definitely wins that prize. And also, while I'm at it, let me see if I can find it. We went through all the nominees for you guys again, so you guys can just go there for the actual nominees when we talked about them on Awards Roundtable. But just to tell you guys what I voted for. All right, so I'm just running by with you guys what I voted for in each category. Just listen off the film real quick because I'm a voting member for the Film Independent Spirit Awards. So, and voting has already ended for the Film Independent Spirit Awards, but I voted and I wanted to tell you guys what films I voted on and what categories I voted on, all that stuff. So for best feature, I voted All of Us Strangers. It's my second favorite movie.
It is right. You're right. It is. It is pretty accurate. You know why?
Why?
Since 2010, they've been wrong 3 times.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're very accurate. So whichever one wins PGA,
even though the years that they were right, one of them I put an asterisk next to on being wrong. Do you know why?
Why?
It was La La Land they picked.
Oh yeah, that's true. And it did win for 2 minutes. So but no, for best feature I voted All of Us Strangers. Best director I voted Past Lives. Best screenplay I voted for The Holdovers. Best first feature I voted for 1001. For best first screenplay I voted for May December, which is great. For best lead performance I voted for Andrew Scott for All of Us Strangers. For best supporting performance I voted Charles Melton for May December. For best breakthrough performance I voted for Dominic Sessa for The Holdovers. For best cinematography I voted for Jomo Frey for All Dirt Roads Taste of Salt. Had some great cinematography in that. For best editing I voted for How to Blow Up a Pipeline. That had some excellent editing in it. So for best documentary, there's one I watched called Bye Bye Tiberius. That was great. I voted on that one. I really liked Bye Bye Tiberius a lot. So that is what I voted for best documentary. For best international film, obviously voted for The Zone of Interest. Best new scripted series, I voted for Beef. Best new non-scripted or documentary series, I voted for Wrestlers. That's a really good docu-series on Netflix. And then for best lead performance in a new scripted series, I voted for Dominic Fishback for Swarm. She was great in that show. And then for best...
She's really good, isn't she?
She is. She's a really good actress. And Billie Eilish is in that show too, which is kind of crazy.
Is she good?
Yeah, she's actually pretty all right, surprisingly.
She's a decent actress.
Yeah, she's decent. I wouldn't say like she was great in it, but yeah, she's
not
decent.
Like Taylor Swift, right?
Oh God, no. Or Dua Lipa and Arya.
Wait, Dua Lipa is a bad actress?
Well, it's not bad. It's just she was wasted. That was sort of it was one of those kind of things. But like she didn't really have anything to do, that kind of thing. But for best supporting performance in a new scripted series, I voted for Nick Offerman in The Last of Us, which is great. And then for best breakthrough performance in a new scripted series, I went for Aria Mia Loboretti for All the Light We Cannot See, because she was excellent in that. And then for best supporting performance in a new scripted series, went to I already read all that, my bad. So yeah, those were my votes for the Independent Spirit Awards. And that should be happening here soon. So then once the winners come out for that, we'll also discuss the winners for those. We'll discuss the winners for the PGA awards for you guys. We'll discuss the winners for all these other award shows coming in.
Back though, we should bring back, Hall of Heroes.
We should, even though I'm like pretty much done with Marvel. Maybe we'll bring it back for Deadpool 3.
Wait though, because also we should talk about the casting announcements for the Fantastic Four though.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the rest of the cast. I know Pedro Pascal, but I haven't seen.
You don't know the good casting then.
I know the bad casting, but that's it. Yeah,
Pedro Pascal, you think is bad casting?
I just don't think he's a great actor, but he's got the rough, scruffy look. That's why he fits with Joel. I'm like he doesn't fit a Reed Richards.
You got the rest is great.
Like when I actually watched Madam Web, I will say this. When I watched Madam Web, and he was maybe the best part of the movie, but Adam Scott, watching his performance in Madam Web, I was like, that is Reed Richards. That would have been a perfect Reed Richards. Like, if they would have gotten Adam Scott, I would have been over the moon. That would have been excellent. But, yeah.
Did you see what John Campea sent, though? I got to find it. What it is about?
What?
Oh, he deleted, it was the picture of all of them throughout the years, of all the well, Mr. Fantastic throughout the years, and like he looks like an amalgamation of all of them.
Who, Pedro?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you've also got Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby. Oh, is she playing? My first choice was Jodie Comer, but she was my second choice. So
see,
what? It's yeah. I could see it.
Yeah, now it's a little better, right?
For some of those, I could see those for some of those, but not all those. Yeah.
Okay, and then you got Ebon Moss-Bachrach as the Thing.
Oh yeah, that is actually confirmed. That's good. That's a great.
And then Eddie from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I did hear. Okay, I did hear about his casting too. I did hear about him.
Yeah, they're all rumored, and then
and then
they're confirmed.
Oh wait, you said they're not confirmed?
No. I mean, they were rumored for a long time, and now they're confirmed.
Oh yeah. So that's awesome. Have they announced who Dr. Doom will be at, or no?
No, I don't know if he'll be in it though, because like, do you know who we were actually like fan casting in our group today, and guess who our guy Nolan came up for Mole Man?
Who?
David Krumholtz.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, because like I want Dr. Doom in a second movie.
And you know who I would love to see Dr. Doom, like who I would love to see him played by?
Who?
Cillian Murphy.
Do you know who else wants to play though? Do you know who wants to play Dr. Doom though? He said.
Who?
Ben Mendelsohn, I think. No. Ben something. Okay, who was the one that was in Captain Marvel and then Ready Player One? Was that Ben Mendelsohn?
Yeah, that's Ben Mendelsohn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I could also see that. I think that would be a really good pick. I know Mads Mikkelsen has also gone around too, but he's already a character in the MCU, so I feel like that.
Wait, so is Ben Mendelsohn though?
Oh yeah, that's true. But his character did technically die, I think.
Yeah.
So in Secret Invasion, so it so that technically they could do something with that, but that
was bad.
But Doctor Strange villain didn't die, so
no, that was boring too.
Yeah.
So People's Secret Invasion was really boring.
Yeah, not good. And it's what made me pretty much give up on the MCU with a few exceptions. But I will maybe we'll bring that show back for Deadpool 3 to do predictions for you guys, because I know we're gonna do cameo. Probably want to do
Andrew. If we don't have Andrew on there, he's gonna kill us.
Oh yeah, so we'll definitely do something like that for you guys, and then also I might do a whole like spiel video just to talk about Madam Web and spoiler detail, because I might need to talk about that dumb fuckery, and then also we'll be doing a lot more awards roundtable for you guys, and also on Saturday, this coming Saturday, we will be back here live watching the Netflix broadcast for the SAG Awards, so you guys can be on the lookout for that. That's going to be really exciting, and yeah, a lot of great stuff coming your way.
Yes, and then we'll talk about other ideas too.
Yeah, like we have our own award show coming up for you guys, and we'll make a special announcement on the channel for it and all that once we come out with the nominees. The award show itself will probably be sometime in April, so it'll be a little later, but it'll be an award show for 2023 movies. But we're trying to work it all out right now and all that stuff. So we'll definitely get that out to you guys soon enough and talk about all the details behind it. So that'll be really fun. And yeah, guys, so that'll be it for this video. So we will thank you all for watching. We will see you all in the next one, and until next time, stay golden, my friends, and keep on watching those movies.